Okay, so here's how I got here. So I just went out not too long ago and picked up this 2002 TTR 125 large wheel, and basically it doesn't run. Got it for $300, and the seller said that he was out riding it, and the engine started making a weird noise, and he stopped, shut it off, went to check, and it was locked up. So as you guys can see, does not kick over, so it's definitely locked up. And I'm going to be tearing it apart in this video. So yeah, we went out not too long ago and also picked up some spare parts. We ended up getting this frame, that gas tank, which I'm gonna use because the other gas tank's beat up, another air box and cover. We ended up also picking up another engine, which is also locked up. We picked up rear shock, some linkage, this for the rear brake, some more of that stuff, all that. This came with the bike. This is the front brake. The brake pads are so worn that he ended up just taking it off and wore this down a little bit, as you can see. So I'm just going to get in and start tearing this thing apart and get this on a stand, so let's do it. Fuck. Dude. I swear I'm the best at shearing bolts. I mean, I have a whole nother engine, so it's okay. And I'm gonna be taking this engine out and taking it apart anyways. But like, I have gotta be the best at breaking bolts. First one I broke was in the case of the RM. If you guys remember that one. Just putting the case back together and sheared the bolt off in the case. I was luckily able to get it out, but this one, it's in the head. Oh, gosh. And it's not even a bolt, it's a nut. I'll show you guys. I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't know. Oh, shoot. I'll shoot it off right in here. Maybe you guys can see that. Trying to take it off and sheared the bolt while I was taking the nut off. That's how rusted on it was. Shit. And that's not coming out. I'll be right back. I didn't record much more of this because it was too much work and taking up too much storage, so I kind of skipped a little bit, and that's why. Put everything back together, the new crank and everything, and this is first time trying to start it up. Did you put the exhaust on? Yes, fine. Leaking oil. You have another gasket. And yeah, all that footage you just saw is some of the progress that I've gone through with this bike. And I'm going to quickly explain fully in depth right here, right now. Basically, me and my dad tore this whole motor and basically just the whole bike apart, right? And we took the motor out, took the motor apart. We actually have a spare motor. That was the motor from this bike, actually. That motor came off that bike. The motor on it currently was our spare motor, and it had a good crank. Well, that one was locked up. And we got this thing back together, and basically, we went out, we tried to kick it, and before we really even started trying to start it, we noticed there was an oil leak coming out. That's why we have that oil pan here right now. There was an oil leak coming out of right in there, which we never even took that part of this case off yet. So eventually I'm gonna have to get around to that and take the engine apart again. I'm luckily not gonna have to take it off the bike, but I am gonna have to take it apart. And then immediately after we noticed that, the carburetor started completely spitting. It was just pissing gas everywhere, all over the ground. And then eventually I ended up just shutting the petcock off, and it was still spitting gas out everywhere. It was like spitting it out of one of those wires, and that's why we have this here now. And it was just spitting it everywhere. And also, if you're wondering, the reason it's green in there is because that was originally coolant, and now it's gas and coolant. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure the float is messed up. But if any of you guys know what the problem could be, let me know. Because I really do kind of need the help on this. This is my first real project bike I've kind of taken apart. I took apart the 2006 RM85. I actually ended up selling that. But that one I didn't have to take the whole motor apart. This one I actually had to take the whole motor apart. The clutch is messed up. I'll show you guys what I talk about the clutch. But like, look, I use my pinky here. There's like no tension on that. So I think what we're gonna do is take the clutch out and switch back to those clutch plates over there, because I used those before, and originally in that motor, or in this motor with those old clutch plates that were in it, it had a lot more tension on that, But now with the other ones, there's like no tension. So I think we're gonna tear that side off too, replace those, take off the other side of the case, and fix that leak. And then hopefully rebuild the carb or fix the carb soon. Get that done. And yeah, hopefully I'll have a running bike here. We did check, it does have spark. And I also just checked some of the other stuff. The wheel bearings are good. The linkage is good. It is a tiny bit worn out just because it is old, but it is still good. Seat cover, definitely gonna need a new seat cover, new plastics, and just some other odds and ends. Rear wheel. Alright, so it's been a bit by now, but we already took the motor apart and fixed everything except for the carb. But yeah, this is the first attempted startup. Oh, it smoked a little bit. Oh yeah. Wonder if maybe that oil that we put in there isn't helping it ignite. But there's smoke coming out the back now.
The problem is, there's nothing. Oh. Almost.
Idle might need to be adjusted. I do hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video. This is my first time really trying to record or do anything with the project bike, because with the RM, I didn't even record any of it. I only recorded the startup. The lever was bent, so we had to bend that back. The chain was like 1 finger tension, so that guy had it way too tight. It was also rusty as hell, so we let it sit in oil for a bit. The guy also had the rear brake twisted completely wrong right in there. He had that twisted, so that was constantly applying pressure, and we ended up having to loosen that. But I've yapped enough in this video and all that, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel out quite a bit when you do that. I have reached 500 subscribers by the time this video is coming out, and it's just insane. My goal right now is to reach 1,000. If you guys could help me with that goal, it'd be much appreciated. But thanks for watching the video. Peace.